Get on the field, ready to play, I'm sure. What's the anticipation? Is there a little bit of angst, like knowing that like it's only Tuesday for you, even though it's Thursday?
Yes, yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a weird week. You see some teams playing tonight. I know Wake Forest is playing tonight. Got some really good games on Saturday, but it's Sunogo Tuesday for us. So that's kind of how my mindset is. Even though it is Thursday, it's pretty much Tuesday in my head. But not much angst. I'm ready to get out there and play. To be honest with you, but the week is so important. You can't get the success that you want without putting in the work leading up to the game. So I'm just looking forward to today, and then tomorrow, and then the next day, and then can't wait to get out there on Monday.
We were talking to the guys yesterday that there's kind of seems to be this like feeling like, obviously you guys have talked about you kind of have something to prove after last year and just not producing at the level that you could have. Do you also feel like there's this level of like, I don't know, this chance to kind of like unveil yourselves again of like this Clemson group almost 2.0?
Yes, I think that it's definitely something that's in the back of our minds. We just want to go out there and show everybody what we truly are. We've put in the work. Nobody on this team has any doubt about that. But now it's time to just put the country on notice that Clemson football. Yeah, we had a down year, as many people would say, but we're ready to come back and show everybody that we're our true self again.
Well, you had a great game against Tech last year, scored the only 2 touchdowns in the game. What do you remember about that game, and how much does the way they played against y'all give you respect for that defense?
Yeah, Georgia Tech game was one of my favorite games last year. It was a little too close for my liking, but it was kind of in a way like my coming out party. South Carolina State, a little lesser of an opponent than Georgia Tech. So coming to Georgia Tech, wasn't really the starter, but got the most touches, got the hot hand, and they just kept feeding me the ball. Got the rain delay in there, which kind of threw us off a little bit. They came out in a totally different defense than we prepared for all week. So I just had to go out there, and it was really just gritty. It's one of my favorite games because I look back at it, and it wasn't easy. It was a huge obstacle, but I feel like that's kind of what propelled me into where I am today, and one of the games I can look back to and really respect and appreciate.
Dabo talked about how close the running back room is and called you guys a tight-knit group. What do you see from those guys? How do you validate Dabo's statement?
Yeah, it's really crazy. Every single one of those guys in that room, I call my brother. I can have any type of conversation. I can talk to him about anything. We hang out outside of the facility, which can't really say about all the rooms that I've been a part of. Even all the way back, to high school ball. So just knowing that all of those dudes, have my back, I've got their back. Coach Spiller has done such a great job of making the chemistry that way in the room. He's really just made it easy on us to like one another. So it's been great so far, and I just can't wait to see how it grows. Like I said, such a young room. It's unbelievable. We've got so much growth and a time ahead of us, so I think it only gets better from here.
I think Coach Sweeney was saying after the first scrimmage that the offense actually may have gotten the better of the defense. I mean, considering how last year went, the ups and downs offensively, when you guys were able to get one over your defense, how much confidence did that give you guys in terms of your ability going into the season?
Yeah, it's always big when you can go out there and win the day, especially against our defense. I think it's known nationally that our defense is the best defense in the country. D-line to the way the linebackers can move from sideline to sideline. We got Coobs, just everybody on that defense can really play ball. So to go out there, perform, and have a good day against them gives us a ton of confidence, and it allows us to know that we can compete against the top defenses in the country and win those days. We just got to continue to stack them and make it a consistent thing.
Well, I've heard some of your teammates say that they think you're even faster this season than you were last season. Obviously, you had the injury, and you're playing. How much were you playing through pain at the end of last season? How much did that affect you?
Yeah, so came back from my tibial plateau fracture, after the NC State game. A little too quick, I would say, but that was totally my decision. I wanted to get back with the guys. I hate being sidelined anytime. Came back and actually fractured my 5th metatarsal against Pitt. So really the rest of the season was pretty miserable for me. It was a mental grind, really more than a physical grind. It was just, I'd go out to the practice field every day, and it never truly felt great. you know, get out there on game day and the adrenaline would help for a little bit and then it kind of wear off. You know, so it was a grind, but you know, to get surgery in the off season, work with that trained staff on you know, getting back fully healthy before I came back. You know, kind of staying out during the spring, which was not my decision. I would have loved to be out there, but it was the best decision for me. And you know, I feel the best I felt, and you know, along with what they said with, you know, me feeling faster, I'm playing faster. There's no question about that, whether it's physically or because of, you know, my mental game increasing. I just see everything so much quicker, and it allows me to play with zero worries, zero thoughts, and just go out there like I'm playing Pop Warner again, which is a fun feeling.
Well, I think, I read through the numbers, and I think you, Putnam, and Ngata were on the field at the same time for only like 15% of the team snaps last year.
Mm-hmm.
How much does it feel like just all of you being able to get on the field healthy together can be a transformative thing for this offense?
Yeah, it's crazy. What did you say, 15%?
15,
Yeah.
15 or 16%.
Yeah, that's insane to hear that. You know, just thinking about it, just having really more than just us three, having everybody on the field healthy will be huge. And it just, the first thing that comes to my head is that, you know, DJ carried a lot of grief for last season, but you know, when you have you know, three top performers on the offense only on the field together 15% of the time, you know, I'm not sure what quarterback could go out there and have a really impressive season. So you know, just being able to be healthy, being able to be out there and just do our thing, you know, together as a group is going to help the offense holistically. It's going to help DJ, it's going to help me, it's going to help Joe. You know, it's going to help everybody individually, but also holistically as a group.
I get the sense that you guys as a team are really rooting for DJ to go out and have a great game and sort of put down that weight that he's been carrying around for a long time. Although he is technically carrying around less weight than he used to.
Yes, yeah, physically, right. No, but you're totally right. I mean, I think everybody on this football team is a huge advocate of DJ. Just to see the grind that he's gone through and to see just how hard he's worked. I mean, nobody can question his, you know, integrity and his mental strength and all of those things. There's so many other things I could name, but I think everybody's cheering for DJ. Everyone wants to, you know, go out there and see him throw for 300 and a couple touchdowns and then run for a couple shoot. I mean, I really don't. I want to see him succeed because if anybody deserves it, he does.
How different is he? Just like even in like normal interactions this year, just with maybe a little bit less of that pressure pushing down on him.
Yeah, that's the thing about DJ is, you know, he handles the pressure really well. You know, in terms of how he communicates and how he leads. You know, you don't really notice it from a interaction standpoint with him. You know, you may notice it on the field a little bit, but to be off the field talking with him as a friend, he's a really great guy. You know, I mean, that's the best way I can put it. One of the most genuine good guys that I've ever, you know, been associated with at you know, the collegiate level. So I'm just excited to be beside him, excited to see, you know, where he takes us this season.
In the running back room, you guys are all competitive. Talk a little bit about what you guys talk about and how you're going to handle the, you know, when one gets the call, the other two get hurt. How does that work out as far as balancing everybody's feelings and thoughts on this group?
Yeah, I think it's something that we're going to kind of learn as the season goes on. Coach Biller's done a great job of kind of splitting up the reps and how he thinks it's going to go. Kind of, you know, letting us know, just being really transparent with us on how he thinks the season is going to go. You know, but in terms of, you know, talking out feelings, emotions, anything that comes up during the season, I'm truly confident in our room in doing so. You know, you talk about Pace and Mafa and I, and we're probably the closest that I've been with teammates up to this point, and you know, I don't think there would be any problem. One thing I love about our group is that we're going to hold each other accountable. You know, we're best friends off the field, but you know what? If I'm having an off day, I'm here from Kobe and Mafa. You know, no question about it. I got to pick up my game. So nobody is allowed to slump below the standard in our room, and you know, that's so important. And hey, if somebody gets the hot hand, you know, they got the hot hand. They got my respect. Get out there, go do your thing, and win us a football game. It's the most important thing.
What's the key to the game this week for you guys against Georgia Tech?
Just not losing to Clemson. You know, that's truly it. We've been hearing it all week. I feel like I'm just repeating it over and over again, but that's truly it. You know, we're really not sure what we're going to get. They've gotten, you know, numerous transfers come in since the spring, so giving us totally different defense fronts the past 2 years. So we're just going to go out there, see what they give us, flashlight in hand, and be able to make moves off of that. And we're really excited for it.
Well, on that subject, fumbles were a big issue against Tech in the game last year. How has the ball security been throughout camp?
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, that's one thing at the running back room that we've really focused on, emphasized, and we did a really good job during the spring, during the fall. So just gotta continue to keep that up. It's always something that's got to be in the back of your head. Because it's the defender that you don't see that usually gets it out, right? So you just got to know what situation you're in, get a good pre-snap read, know what defenders you're going to see throughout the play, and just be able to protect that thing.
I think Coach Schrader was saying that Philmapa went from 220 to about 230, and he's still moving at about the same speed. Now, how much do you think he can complement you and Kobe in terms of the power element?
Yeah.
Big back.
Phil Moffitt is a freak athlete. I mean, I truly have not seen anybody that can move at that size ever. To be able to move like he does at 230, it's very, very special. And to be able to add that power component, but also catch the ball out of the backfield, run outside of the tackles, and make defenders miss in the open field. I'm so excited to see what he does this year. He carried a lot of the load in the spring, as you guys know, and just to see his improvement over that time to where he is now, it just brings a smile to my face because I'm excited to see him succeed this year.
How much does living with him help y'all just off the field, critiquing defenses, talking about film, and so forth?
Yeah, it's helped a ton just having somebody with really the same mindset, somebody that wants to learn, wants to continue to grow as a football player outside of the football field. But I tell people stories all the time. Freshmen will come to me saying, "How did you learn all these plays? How did you learn the defense?" Like me and Phil would literally sit in our Lightsey dorm for hours and just go over the playbook. I'd be the signaler, he would be on the field, and then we'd switch it. So just having somebody like that that's willing to do it, wanting to do it, and just wanting to always grow has helped me a tremendous amount in my game, and I hope I've helped him as well.
Last year it was plug and play with the offensive line, where whoever had to step up. How do you feel this year going into this, and this group being a little more senior laden maybe, but you've got a freshman up there too. Talk about what you're feeling and how important is that to have a good feeling about your offensive line.
Yeah, it's a huge thing to just be confident before the play starts that those guys up front are going to get their job done, and I think confidence is at